So if you've got a strap or a dressing gown cord handy, that'll be a nice thing to have. Or a tie or a scarf or anything that you can use like that. A skipping rope, James. Yeah, if you well, not really. No, not a skipping rope. That would be very uncomfortable. Maybe a cushion or a blanket so that we can have some comfort. And we're going to start sitting up today just for a moment before we get going. So finding, good morning, Tessa. Nice to see you. So find a comfortable seat anywhere where the spine is vertical. So you don't have to sit cross-legged at all. You can have your legs out front. You can even sit on a chair. Whatever works for you. And I just want to remind everybody to look after their bodies. I haven't been doing that so much because I know you all so well. But I think it's quite easy. When I'm not there to see, I just kind of carry on as normal. And sometimes I do things that are right for my body and they might not be right for your body. So if you don't fancy doing something or you think, it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right for you. So just don't do it. So only do what you want. But Tor, I'm watching you if you lie down for the whole class. Got your number, girl. Got your number. So let's close our eyes and begin to settle. So just taking a few moments to arrive, becoming aware of your body. So noticing where it's touching the ground. And see if you can relax and soften. And begin to let the body drop. Allow the ground to support you. So feeling where the sitting bones are touching the ground or a bolster or a block if you're sitting on a book. And just feeling everything below the waist becoming a little heavier. And then have a sensation of everything above the waist getting a little lighter, a bit of a lift up through the spine. Maybe a gentle tuck of the chin so that you can feel some length in the side of the neck. And then beginning to bring our attention to the breath. So see if you can soften the lower ribs and the diaphragm. So the next inhale you take, you can feel your belly fill. So trying to take a few deep belly breaths. Relaxing the belly so that it fills on the inhale and gently falls back and softens on the exhale. And then gently open your eyes, take your hands, let's place them around the lower ribs. So thumbs behind where a bra strap would be, fingertips on the lower ribs. Let's take some deep breath into the side body. So inhale, feel the ribs open widthways. Exhale, feel them close. Maybe you can visualize your rib cage like an umbrella. Opening up on the inhale. Softening and closing on the exhale. So beginning to feel the movement, noticing the breath is really opening you in all directions, front and back, left and right, up and down. And then relax your hands down. And now try and link the two. So on the inhale, we're going to fill the belly. Then we're going to fill the side ribs. We're going to let the breath come all the way up to the roof of the mouth. Let it pause and then exhale all the way down the back body to the tailbone. So inhaling up the front of the body, exhaling down the back of the body. Just in your own time, just filling belly, side ribs and chest. Maybe noticing a pause at the top of the inhale and then emptying all the way back down. If you know Ujjayi breath, you can bring that in here, closing the back of the throat slightly, making that soft whispering sound. Two more deep, full breaths. And then just come back to your normal balanced breath now. And notice if your mind's even a little bit calmer, if you feel a little bit more centered, and reminding yourself to come back to your breath throughout the class whenever you've wandered off, which I know we all do. Just take a deep inhale and a full exhale and you'll be back. Now we're going to get up and get going, as I quite often do on a Monday. I'm always ready to get going. We're going to do some warm-up. We'll do warm-up but standing up. So coming to stand. We're going to do some tapping today. So taking your left hand, let's start on the right arm. So you can either slap or you can kind of make a little cup, whatever feels good for you. Just tap all the way up, all the way around the back of the shoulder, inner arm, outer arm, the sides, all the way around the shoulder, all the way to the front of the shoulder, all the way around the wrist. And then we're going to do that dramatic washing where you're scrubbing. So this is just livening up your sensory nervous system, and you've got different nerves that like different kinds of movement. And now we're going to brush, brush, brush. Make sure you go right about to the top of the shoulder, all the way down, brush it off. Get rid of that virus. And then stand for a moment. Just notice how that arm feels compared to the other arm. Maybe lift them up above your head. Notice if there's a difference in sensation. And then release. And let's start on the other side. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Or slapping, slapping, slapping. All the way up, all the way down. Inner, outer. So your brain's going, oh, hello, left arm. You're there. Just waking up. And let's give it a good wash. Imagine you were lathering all the way around the back of the shoulder, deltoids, triceps, biceps. Give them a good scrub and then brush it off. Brush it off. That's nice, doesn't it? I hope it does. You're not going, oh, it's disgusting. And then stop for a moment. Ooh. And just close your eyes and feel how much more energy is already coursing around the top of your body. Okay, around the chest and around the diaphragm. So lower ribs, your diaphragm attached in the back of the body. You can make little fists and tap all the way around Probably hear it vibrating in my voice. So your diaphragm, that muscle that touches all the way around the rib cage, and then maybe lower back a little bit, give it a little tap or a little fist. It's probably easier to get in there. All the way around. And remember, anti-clockwise around the belly. And then we'll do the legs. So let's do the right leg first, maybe down the outside, up the inside, and then front and back. Just waking up that leg. And then let's give it a bit of a brush, brush, brush. If it's too difficult to get down, if you've got a chair handy, you can do this with a leg up on a bed or anything. And then just put a little bit of weight into it. So you're beginning to warm up the hips, leaning into it. And then come to your Tadasana again, stand tall. Notice if you've got one alive leg and one leg that you can't really feel. Let's wake up the other leg. So tapping all the way down the outside, all the way up the inside. And again, if it feels like you don't want to get down that far, lift the leg up and bring the leg up to you. Look at me with my handy chair just there. Give it a bit of a brush. Maybe lean into it a bit. Start putting some weight onto it, back and forth. And brush it off. Standing into Tadasana, close your eyes, feel your body. We're beginning to feel alive, I think. Taking your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, toes just turned slightly out. We'll just come into gentle spinal rotations. So just allowing the arms to flop one way and the other, loose like spaghetti. If you feel like you want to let the heels lift, if you feel any strain in the knees, please do. A little soft bend in the knees is usually enough. And then maybe you can get a bit freer, really feel this rib cage turning around the spine. And then drawing yourself back into center, slowing it down, slowing it down. Standing into Tadasana again, we're going to inhale the arms up and bending the knees, keep it soft, scoop down. Inhale, lift up, look at the fingertips. Exhale, over. Inhale, scoop up. I'll do it on the side. Exhale, bend over. Look how much I'm bending my knees. No strain on the lower back. Keep it like nice and soft, bouncy. And then the next time you're up, let's bring the elbows together, waking up the wrists. Throw and grab. And then we're going to go throw and grab. And then one hand, one hand, one hand, one hand. And then bring it together. I think we can safely say we're warm. The only thing we haven't done is our feet. So let's do all of that, every joint in the body. Drawing, so you're bending the left knee, you're spinning the right ankle, feeling all the little bones in the toes and the foot. One way and then the other. And then let's test our balance. Let's see if we can drop down through that left leg, give it a shake. Place it down, soften that right knee, spin the left ankle. One way and the other. And then let's stand on our right leg, shake the left. Great. We're going to come up to the short end of your mat. So coming to the top of your mat, coming ready. We're not, it'll look like a sun salutation, but we're not. We're going to be going and just doing a flow. So spine Tadasana, feet hip distance apart, drawing up the front of the body. Feel the sternum lifting, the crown of the head lifting, that little gentle tuck of the chin. Allow the shoulder blades to drop down the back. Feel the tailbone lengthening. Let's inhale the arms all the way up, gazing up at the thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, bend the knees, come down again. Inhale, take the hands behind you, push down, come all the way up. Exhale, hands all the way back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold down the front. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, take the arms behind you, come all the way up. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. This time you're going to step the right leg back, but not very far. Coming onto the ball of the right foot, your hips are still facing forward. So it's a high warrior one. You're going to inhale, lift the arms, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knees, take down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Now you're going to separate your arms and come into a twist. So you can, we're going to go both ways. So you can twist whichever way feels good so you can see me. And then we're going to inhale. Now notice if your hips have turned, both your hip bones should still be facing the front. Your rotation should always be from the waist to the crown. You're balancing on the back toes, so you're having to use a bit of core. We're going to inhale the arms up. Again, hips stay facing forward. Rotate from the waist to the crown. Turn to look the other way. Inhale the arms up. And then bend the elbows, take the hands down. You're going to step back into a downward dog, nice and soft. Bending the knees, you might need to walk your feet back a bit. Bend your knees and push into your hands. So you're really opening the shoulders here. Spread the fingers, make sure the index finger's pointing forward. You've got your Hasta Bandha, your hands lock on. And then gently walk through your dog. So feel the back of the legs. Notice how your hamstrings are feeling today. Give them a bit of love. And then let's come up onto the balls of both feet. Exhale the heels towards the ground. Now you're going to walk your feet towards your hands, which we don't usually do. So keep your knees bent. Walk your feet towards your hands. So you're coming into your crouched forward bend with your legs bent. Push into the ground, take the hands behind you, come all the way up. Exhale the hands to prayer, close your eyes, feel your body. Take a breath. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale again, not a very long lunge. Left leg back, ball of the foot on the ball of the back foot, hips facing forward. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms come down. Actually, we did it the other way with the arms last time, but it doesn't matter. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And making sure the knee doesn't overtake the ankle on the front foot. The next time your legs are straight, we're going to have the arms up in the air. There we are, we were wrong. And then doing that twist. So turning one way, exhale, open. Reach out through the fingertips, palms facing forward. Inhale, lift it up. And rotate the other way. So again, just from the waist, the hips are staying still. Everything below the waist stays exactly the same. Inhale, lift it up. Soften the elbows, bend the front knee, take the hands down. Step yourself back up into your downward dog. A little walk out. And then up on the balls of both feet. Exhale the heels towards the ground. We're going to inhale, lift the crown of the head, come onto all fours. Exhale, come back into your child. So if your bottom doesn't reach your heels, find a book, find a block, pad it. If your forehead doesn't touch the ground, bring the ground up. Find something to bring the ground up to you. Reaching your fingers forward, taking your attention to the back body now. So try and breathe into those back ribs. So as you inhale, see if you can get some movement in the back body. Feel the back waist widen. And as you exhale, feel you're letting go, allowing your bottom to become heavier, dropping towards your heels. Few deep breaths. Coming up onto the tips of the fingertips, I want you to walk over to the right-hand side, keeping your bottom where it is. Maybe lift the left hand and place it over the right. And then send the breath all the way up that left side to the fingertips. Exhaling all the way back down to the left sitting bones. And then up onto the fingertips, creep all the way over to the other side. This time lifting the right hand, placing it over the left, breathing here. And then we're going to come to center. We're going to inhale up onto all fours. Exhale, tuck our toes. Come up into our downward dog. On an inhale, chin to chest, navel towards spine, rolling forward, coming into a high plank. And then bending the knees, pushing back, exhaling, downward dog. Inhale, roll it forward, extend. Exhale, push it all the way back, downward dog. Inhale, roll it forward. This time you're going to exhale your knees, your chest and your chin, your elbows skimming the side of the body. And then scoot forward, coming into your baby cobra. You're going to extend the right leg back, extend the left leg back, so you're really long in the lower back. Take the arms wider than your shoulders, come onto your forehead, and then inhale, peel the torso up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, so you're drawing a little semicircle with your nose. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift it up. And then see pelvic floor's lifted, navel's drawing towards spine. See if you can take your fingertips off. Take your hands behind you, clasp your hands on your bottom, draw the shoulder blades together. Remember, you're looking down, you're not looking up. The crown of the head is seen as the top of the spine. Your breath still going to your belly. Can you feel your belly pushing into the mat? Your kneecaps should be floating just above the mat. lifted, quads engaged. One more last deep inhale, full exhale. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, push up very gently now, ease it out. So you can go forward and back, nice and softly, really feel how your lower back is. Don't push into it, just ease it out. And then the next time your bottom is towards your heels, you're going to come up into your downward dog. You're going to inhale, float the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, or if you know it's not going to come through, you just lower the left knee, take your hand, walk it through, and then power out the back left leg. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. Take the hands behind you, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Close your eyes, feel your body. We're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down the front of the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right leg back, this time a long way back. Find that lovely long lunge. So you should feel a connection from the heel to the crown of the head. The neck is extending away from the shoulders. We're going to lower the back knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, lift the chest. Exhale, separate the hands like we did before, twist. Everything below the waist, staying forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, lift it up. Left hand into the hip, take the right arm forward, hook the elbow over. Now take some time to breathe yourself to turn the rib cage around. And then think about the spine, tailbone going back, crown of the head going forward, maybe bringing the hands towards heart center into prayer. Now you may stay here or you may take your balance, tuck the back toe. If you're taking your balance, really engage around the outer hips before you push out through the back heel. So give yourself some support. And feel the connection from the heel to the crown of the head. How's your breath? And then with control, turning around, facing that front foot, take a deep inhale, step back, downward dog, let the heel sink. You're going to inhale onto all fours. Exhale back into your child. Take your hands behind you so the shoulders can rest. 3 deep breaths into the back body here. Letting go. And then creeping the arms forward. Inhale onto all fours. Tuck your toes. Exhale into your downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into your high plank. Exhale, lower the right knee. And I'm going to be not mirroring you when I come around, so you just follow my instructions. A right knee behind us, hand underneath the shoulder, knee and heel in one alignment along the mat, hips moving forward so you're flat. Okay, so you are flat against a mirror or a window. And circle that top arm. Once, twice, 3 times, reach it over. Breathing here. Now you might well stay here, but if you want to come with me, we're going to lift the lower leg, and then we're going to exhale the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthen. So it's a flexion of the spine and an extension. And then lower the leg, lift the top arm. Lift the top arm, Joel. Come up so your spine first. He's not facing you, so you can't see what I'm doing. That's it. So we're coming into gate pose, hand down the shin. Slide up the opposite arm. I'm not talking left and right now because I'm not mirroring. And then take the arm over, over. Gently reaching out through the fingertips. Hips still coming forward, making sure you haven't let the bottom go back. And then inhale the top, come back through plank. So up into your plank. And then bend your knees, push yourself back, downward dog. Inhale, you're going to float the right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, walk it through, long lunge. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. Take the hands behind us, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Close your eyes. And come the other end of the mat, so at least it'll be facing you. We're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg back this time. Long lunge. Feel it first of all. Find the alignment. Think about maybe bringing that left hip forward a bit, the right hip back to the lower back square. We're going to lower the back knee, uncurl the toe. Reach the arms forward. Coming up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, rotate from the waist to the crown. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, open the other way. Inhale, lift the arms. You're going to take the right hand into the hip, reach that left arm forward, hook it over. Turn yourself around, spend some time. You might stay here. If you did the balance on the other side, have a go. Reach out through the heel, feel the heel going in one direction, the crown of the head going in the other. Breathing here. And then place the hands down, take a deep inhale, step back, downward dog, let the heels sink. Inhale onto all fours. Exhale back into your child, take your hands behind you, release the head. 3 nice deep restful breaths. Really letting go on the exhale. And then creasing the arms forward. Inhale onto all fours. Exhale up into your downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. This time you're going to lower the left knee, turn that left shin behind you. Line yourself up, heel, knee, hand underneath the shoulder. Moving the hips forward. Circle the top arm. Sarah Martin's ahead of the game. I'm following Sarah in this video. And then we take the arm over, reach it away, push out through the back heel as we reach over through the top arm. And then if you do this on the other side, lift the leg, inhale here. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flex. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flex. Inhale, lengthen. And then place that left leg down. Lift up through the fingertips. My Jake Denton's just coming in. He's skiving off yoga today. Lift up the other arm. Reach up, find some length before you come over. And then just head over in the opposite direction. Hips still coming forward. Breathing to the side body. And then lift the arm, Take yourself back to a high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, downward dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, walk it through, find your long lunge. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. Take the hands behind you, drop into your feet, come all the way up. And bring the hands to prayer. Close your eyes, feel your body. I just need to check my time. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right leg back, long lunge. We're going to lower the back knee, lower the back heel, turn the back toe in. You're going to wimble your arms up. Again, I'm not mirroring you today for some reason. Inhale, lifting up, coming into your warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front knee, just working dynamically into it. Exhale, bending down. Making sure the knee doesn't overtake the ankle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, holding your warrior two now. So if you glance down, you should be able to see the big toe, the inner knees lifting. You're nice and broad across the collarbones. You're reaching out forward and back, but you haven't allowed the body to come forward like this. You're still shoulders over hips. I'm going to come into a Trikonasana, our triangle. So inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach forward. Imagine you are leaning over something. And then take the hand onto the shin. Turn the rib cage, open yourself to the side, gazing up. If your neck feels okay, looking up at the thumb. So really being aware of your feet. And let's see if we can breathe into our pelvis for those of us who can imagine those wings of your pelvis. So you're softening around the pelvis, allowing the body to open and allowing your weight to drop all the way down to the ground. You're not holding. Deep breath. We're going to inhale, lift the top arm. Exhale, sink back down to our warrior two. Take a deep inhale, exhale, look down the back arm. Inhale, lift the front arm. Exhale, start coming over to a side angle. So working dynamically, inhale, lifting nice and gently, nice and slowly, nice and slowly, flowing. So not finding your edge until now, maybe taking it a little deeper. Maybe taking your hand down onto a block or onto the ground. Maybe just resting up here, wherever you are. Have that sense of reaching out through the top fingertips, pushing down to the outside edge of the back foot. And then with control, you're going to lift the back heel, turn to square your hips to the front edge of the mat. Take a deep inhale, step back into your downward dog, let the heels sink. Inhale, rolling forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Scoop forward. This time you're coming onto your forehead. You're extending your legs back behind you. Swim your arms around so your palms are facing in, by your side, by your side. We're going to take a deep inhale, and then as we exhale, the fingertips and the inner heels reaching to the back of the room. Inhale here, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, prepare. So engage your core. Exhale, up you come. Shalabhasana. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, prepare, engage your core. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale here. Exhale down. Now it's up to you. You probably, most of you will want to do Shalabhasana, or you won't want to, but you're going to do Shalabhasana. Or maybe you just want to lie down. Or if you want to practice both, if your knees come off the ground in Shalabhasana, you can practice your bow. So you bend the knees, hold whatever feels right to you, the outer or the inner ankle. Now draw the navel in, feel the pelvis bone into the mat. So your core's engaged, pelvic floor's lifted, and take a deep inhale, prepare. Exhale, kick back into your hands. Just push your shins back into your hands. We'll come up into Shalabhasana again. A few deep breaths here. And gently release. Extend the legs down, put the toes together, let the heels drop out to the outside edge of the mat. Make a pillow for your head. Give your bottom a little shake from side to side. So gently release. And then tuck your toes, bring your feet back into hip distance alignment. Tuck your toes and just lift, push out to the heels so the kneecaps lift. So it's just, you're just straightening your legs along the ground, the kneecaps are lifting, just balancing the SI joints, lengthening the lower back. So this is your hamstrings are pulling down on those tips at the bottom of your pelvis, lengthening the lower back, balancing, breathing here. And gently release. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Push up. If you want to ease out, actually it feels quite eased already. If you feel like you need to ease out, ease out. And then come up into your downward dog. Let the heels sink. Really enjoy downward dog here. Push into your hands. You can probably find your deepest version of the pose or the longest. Feeling the sitting bones rising towards the sky. Hamstrings nice and long now. You're going to inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, walk it through, long lunge. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. Take the hands behind you, come all the way up. And bring the hands to prayer. Close your eyes, take a breath, feel your body. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, gently fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg back this time, long lunge. Lower the back heel, turn the back toe in. Windmilling your arms, coming up. Gazing down the middle finger. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. And then let's hold your warrior two. Making sure that front knee hasn't overtaken the ankle. You can see the ball of that big toe, but your feet are spread and grounded. Trikonasana. So inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach forward, lengthen the spine, and then take the hand down. Turn yourself around, gazing up. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back so you're broad across the collarbones. Tailbone lengthening. And then inhale, lift the top arm. Exhale, back into your warrior two. Take a deep inhale, exhale, palms facing up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, start coming over to your side angle. Inhale, dancing warrior back. Exhale, start coming over. Inhale, lift. This is the slowly one. And then we'll come and take our deeper side angle. It feels that you're still within your range of movement. You can reach out through the fingertips. You've still got control. You can still breathe. It's still nice, steady breaths. And then with control, lift the back heel. Turn to face the front. We're just going to inhale, rock back. Exhale, push off, release the head. I just want you to ragdoll for a moment. So taking opposite elbows, give yourself a little rock from side to side. Give your head a little shake, a little nod. And then taking the hands into the creases of the hips. We're going to push down and gently come up. Now finding that strap or the skipping rope, James, for balancing. We're going to do a twisted balance. So the same sensation or the same thought process that when we were doing that, splitting the arms and turning, and the hips were facing forward and we were just turning from the waist. This is going to be the same thing. I'll quickly demonstrate. We're going to be coming up. We're going to turn towards the leg. So the hips are facing forward. Everything above the waist is turning, yeah? So we'll actually go that way first now. So let's put the strap under the ball of the left foot. Stand tall, so find Tadasana. So in balancing, you really need to feel your grounding. You need to be able to let your weight drop, but at the same time, have a sense of lift up through the crown of the head. So you've got that feeling of being pulled in two directions so you can become nice and steady. So we'll take a deep inhale. We're going to send the exhalation all the way down through the right sole of the foot. The left foot becomes nice and light. Let's just draw it up, hug it in, lengthen the tailbone down, release that lower back. You're going to take the strap into the right hand and then slide that left hand down the thigh as you extend through the heel. Turn towards the leg and then see if you can keep turning, and then reach back with the fingertips. So you're being pulled front and back, up and down. Your hips are still square to the front. The rotation is from the waist. Maybe you can turn your head a bit further and look at your thumb. Maybe not. And then coming back with control. So the same way we came in, just very gently turning, bringing the hand back in, bringing the knee back into join, coming to face front. Let's hold the knee into the chest, lengthen the tailbone down, and then release. Drop the strap for a moment, stand tall. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Just feel the balance. So just drop down through the right side, drop down through the left side. And come all the way down. Strap under the right foot now. Obviously, if you've got really long arms, you can just hold your toes. Hold your big toe. Stand tall, tailbone lengthening, lifting up the front of the body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale all the way down through the left foot now. The right foot becomes nice and light. Draw the knee up to the chest. Allow the lower back to release and then take the strap into the left hand. Start turning towards the leg as you reach out through the heel. So you have a straighter leg and a straight arm. Just use the strap as an extension of your left arm. Breathing here. Maybe turning a little more so you can see your thumb. How's your grounding? Can you relax and let the weight drop through that foot? You've got the sensation of lift up through the crown of the head. being pulled up towards the ceiling. Let's come back the way we came, drawing ourselves back to our center. Woo, hug the knee into the chest. And gently release. This time we'll come up onto the balls of the feet as we come up. Inhale, rising up, coming up onto the balls of the feet. Clasp your hands above your head, send the heels of the hands towards the sky. Lengthen the tailbone down. And then lowering the heels, separate your hands. We're going to come into our chair, bottom backwards, float the shins back. You should be able to see your toes. If you like to bring your feet together, your knees together, you can really make sure the lower back's nice and square. Sinking into your chair. And lift it up. Feet a little bit wider, coming into your squat now. So if you don't like doing squats, don't do it. Or put books underneath your heels if your heels come up. But it's a very good posture for most of us. So you can use your elbows to turn the knees out, make sure the knees and the hips and the toes are in agreement. Lift the chest. Let the tailbone release. Moving here. Now, if anybody fancies a Bakasana, I think we've got Lee here, we can't see her. So it's all right, Lee, we won't. Nobody else is going to try it, I don't think. That's the crow. I don't think anybody's that interested in trying, so we won't bother. We're going to come and lie on our backs. So I'm going to tip my screen. Oh no, Joel's doing it. Joel's doing the crow. Well done. It's excellent. I wish I wanted to show you. Can you see it? Did you see? Very good. Okay. Lying down on our backs. We're going to take the feet a hand's distance away from our bottoms. Roll the right shoulder away so the palm faces up. Roll the left shoulder away so the palm faces up. Tuck the chin so that you're on the center of the back of the skull. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, roll the pubic bone towards you, push into your feet, and just come into that little bridge. So not too high, shoulders, hips, and knees in alignment. Tailbone lengthening away, planting down the balls of the big toes. Breath coming all the way down to the belly. Remember not to turn your head, just keep your head looking straight up. Let's do 3 more deep breaths here. And then draw the navel in, roll the spine down. Extend the legs down the mat. Take the arms above the head. Reach out the right arm and the left leg. The left arm and the right leg. Both arms and both legs. And then bring the nose into the knees and the knees into the nose. Hug it in. Inhale. The arms above the head, the legs towards the sky. Gently hug it in. Place the head down, extend the left leg down the mat, keeping hold of the right knee. Reach out through the inner left heel. And then take the left hand on the outside of that knee, just come into a nice gentle twist. Melt the right shoulder down. Just gently come over to a twist. Few breaths here. Inhaling, coming back to center. Bring the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg down the mat. Reach out through the inner right heel. Try and get as much of the back of that right leg on the mat as possible. Allow that left hip to soften. And then taking the right hand on the outside of the left knee, drawing it across the body, melting the left shoulder down, turning your head, coming into a twist on the other side. Breathing here. And coming to center. Both knees into the chest now, a little roll around the lower back. Really feeling how the pelvis is, how the sacrum feels. Massaging around the tailbone and the other way. And then a hand on each knee, toes together, drawing circles. Just easing out your hips. One way and the other. And then preparing for your Shavasana. So if you need socks, it's very hot here, so I don't really need socks, but I don't know where you are. Socks or blankets or cushions for your head. Finding whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. So making sure your feet are at least hip distance apart, maybe even wider. Just let the feet drop out to the side. Take your arms well away from the body with your palms facing up. Maybe take some time to roll the shoulder blades down the mat. Make sure your chin is gently tucked so you've got some length in the back of the neck and the sides of the neck. And do any last minute adjustments so that you can then remain totally still. So noticing all the points of contact between your body and the ground. Just bringing your awareness to that plane of contact. And allowing your body to drop to the ground, becoming heavier with each exhalation. The back of the head, across the shoulders, the back of the arms, the back of the hands. The pelvis, the legs, the feet, the whole body, heavy, released. You can let it go. Allow your eyes to sink back in their sockets. Your forehead to soften and smooth. Let the lower jaw gently drop away from the upper jaw. So you've let go of your muscle body completely. You can allow the ground to support you. So becoming aware of the energy body that is the breath. Rest your mind on your breath. Relax completely. So it's time to come back, becoming aware of your whole body on the mat. Maybe taking a slightly deeper inhale, a fuller exhale. And when you're ready, feeling sensation in your fingers and your toes. Taking your arms above your head, give yourself a nice stretch. And roll onto your side for a few breaths before coming to sit. So keep your eyes closed for a few more moments. And just notice how your body feels now, how your energy is, how your mind is. And then taking your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody.